Hello, everyone. Tonight, we answer the age-old question: glasses or contacts? Stay with us. Hello, everyone. Welcome once again to the video call-in show. Did I trip you up there? Was I channeling my inner Dave or Green Bay Wacky? Yes, I was. At any rate, this is the video call-in show. Welcome. This show that invites you to be a live video guest at any time to talk about anything you want to talk about. That could be the topic of the day. That could be current events. That could be personal projects or whatever you'd like to talk about with your good old buddy host, Jim. That's me. I'm going to be here for about an hour. And I want to learn more about you. So stick with us. If that sounds like content that you dig, don't forget to subscribe. At any rate, today's topic we'll get to in just a second. Let me hit the Chatamunsky right here real quick. Who do we have with us so far? We've got Drone Kings in Darwin. How you doing, Brad? We've got Flash in your pan. Ed, how you doing, man? Wisco Style, Jared in the house. Glad to have you guys. Susan Hamilton. Hey, how you doing? Hey, David, the producer's back. That is awesome. So yeah, today's subject is glasses or contacts. I don't know how many of you have noticed, but I'm not wearing these guys. And I wasn't last night either. And I tell you why. Here, let me give you a little bit of backstory. I haven't worn glasses up until, age got the better of me, and I lost the ability to stretch out far enough to read fine print. Well, that necessitated the use of what we commonly refer to as cheaters. Cheaters are those magnifying glasses. They really are not, they're no prescription whatsoever. What they are just magnifiers, and they come in several different strengths. They're fantastic if that's if that's what you want to hang out with, but they can be a pain in the ass too. In other words, there's something else you've got to keep track of at all times. So not only do they have to, you put them in a case or put them in your shirt, put them over your head, put a what do they call those keepers on the back of them so they hang around your neck. They just have to be taken care of, even though, and they're cheap. So most of us who did use cheaters had several pair. I know I had them all over the house, several in my truck. It was not fun. So even though all the optometrists that I visited said that my distance ability was just fine, a little bit of degradation, but you can stick with the cheaters as long as it's, that's comfortable for you. And I'm like, well, okay, I'll stick with the cheaters as long as I possibly can, because I don't have to wear them all the time. And then things started getting kind of fuzzy on the computer, and I work on the computer a lot, as I know most of you do as well. Hey, David, the producer's in. Rent to Grown, how you doing? I didn't see a response on my text, hon. I tried to make it, I just couldn't. Teacup, welcome to the show. Tim Yance, how you doing, buddy? Gonna see him tomorrow. So, and my distance was failing a little bit, as the optometrists have told me several times. So I thought, okay, rather than jack with cheaters, which are on and off, I thought, okay, I'll just go ahead, get glasses so that I can see at a distance, and it's all right. And as well as, because they are bifocals. They're the hidden line bifocals. I could also read and do stuff up close. And that was fine for about, I want to say 2 years here. We are just rounding 2 years in my glass career. And I just got tired of it, because not only do they work on your nose, there's always the danger of falling asleep. I fall asleep watching videos or television, and that's just not good, because I end up sitting on them, and you don't want 200 pounds on these things, even though these are quite flexible. They've got the spring hinges. They're just really flexible. I've already burnt through one of them. So having said that, I thought, all right, let's do this. Let's try contacts. My son wears contacts. My wife used to wear contacts before she got LASIK surgery, and I'm not going to spring for LASIK surgery just yet. And I thought I can too. And that's exactly what I did. I went out, not yesterday, but the day before. What would that be? Tuesday. Had an eye appointment late in the afternoon. And here, let me tell you something that happened to me about 15 years ago when my son got contacts. I want to say it's 15. Might be just a bit more. So here he was trying to get his contact in. We're all in the optometrist's office, and that's what they do. When they hand you contacts, they want to see if you can get them in your eyes and get them out of your eyes. They give you all kinds of pointers and, on cleaning them and all that kind of stuff. In fact, Tuesday I got to watch a really nice video. Here's how Johnny puts in his contacts. Way to go, Johnny. It wasn't that bad. But so 15, 18 years ago, somewhere in there, I'm here with him. Oh, April and Fam. Welcome to the show. Welcome to the show. So I'm in there watching that video, or I'm sorry, let me go back. So I thought, okay, I'll show him how easy it is for a newbie just to pop them in and pop them out. And wouldn't you know it, it was super easy. They just went straight in and straight out. So Jared, you've been wearing them since 11? Wow. That's about how old my son was. Really. Hey, Flying with Stan, how you doing, buddy? So I thought, when I went up there Tuesday, I thought, this is going to be a piece of cake, because it was. And I've worn them before in Halloween costumes as well. Well, I get up there and they hand me the contacts, and I struggled. I mean, I struggled. It was awful. And it wasn't that I can't touch my eye. I can touch my eye, really easily. No problem at all. Hey, Bob Dips here. How you doing, Bob? No problem at all. But these things are so much more flimsy nowadays. So much more. I know some people who do that on top of their cheaters on top of their contacts. I know some people who do that. But anyway, and I got them in, and I finally got them out. But it was awful. And I've had nothing. If you notice, if you look at my eyes right now, they're red and sore. I've been punching them hard with these godforsaken contacts, getting them in and out. It has not been fun at all. Patty Broussard, how you doing, hon? So there. But I'm bound to determine to make this work. What I love about having them, now that I have them, is that once I get through the hell of putting those damn things in, I mean, they just won't come off my goddamn finger, and that pisses me off. No matter how wet or dry, or they receive, you need to use moisturizer. Well, I'm a dude. I don't wear moisturizer. I just don't. I hate that greasy feeling. I like the tactile sense, be able to, as old as and arthritic as these hands are, I like grabbing shit and not having it slip out of my hands. So I avoid that at all costs. And even when I tried it, what was it? Not this morning, but yesterday morning, I rubbed on some stupid ass lotion, and it did not help. My moisturizer, however much my hands sweat is however much my hands sweat that day. I know, right? So I just don't use it. And I don't know. I've been watching a lot of YouTube videos on how to get these and easier ways to get them in and out. Last night it really helped because I was getting really frustrated. I hear so much about that pinching. Well, you got these fat ass fingers, and they're not going to get in these squinty little eyes. So, can you tell I'm heated about this? So I got to, right after the show, I got to watching some YouTube videos, and one gal just she put her finger on it and then pulled her eye away, and then she just drug it over the side. Like, boom, it clicked and it came out. I'm like, oh, Thank God. Well, my troubles weren't over. Oh, by the way, joining is real easy. You see that link right there? Use it. Or there's one in the description box, or you can visit www.zoom.us. Click on join a meeting, put that number in there, right there, and you'll come up on my screen, and I'll take you anytime. Video lines are open, by the way. I haven't run this for a while. Headshot. Yes, but I'm going to ramble on about contacts a little bit more. So I wake up today, and I had a lot of research to do, and I wore the glasses. The glasses are going to be nice for those times where I'm not going to, because I don't plan on sleeping in them unless it's by accident. So I grabbed the glasses, but I have a meeting today at I've got to be there at 2:00. So I'm thinking, yeah, I'm smart. It takes about a half hour to get there. Backtrack, that brings me down to 1:30. I figured, 15 to 20 minutes to get my contact. I know that sounds like a long time, 15 to 20 minutes. Oh, no. I backed that up to about, I thought I'm just going to give myself a little bit of cushion. So about 1:45, I start putting these things in. The left one goes in about 5-10 minutes, after 45 tries, and the thing folding over on its damn self. And hey, muscle car appraisal, how you doing, man? Welcome to the show. So I finally get the left one in, and it used to be the other way around, or the first time I did it was the other way around. So I go for the right. I'm thinking, okay, I got a half hour. I'm looking at the clock. I got a half hour. No sweat, right? Try. Oh, fuck. It's not working. Oh, 10 after, quarter after. Oh, crap. I got it in the 11th hour, 1:30. I got it in, and then I'm flying out the door, and it was, and then I get to my meeting, and fortunately they're good friends. In fact, my wife works there, and and they're all looking at me. Man, your eyes, they all knew that I just got in contact. Wow, your eyes are red. Are they irritating you? I said, no, I'm irritating me. I am literally beating these eyeballs to death, just trying to get these tiny ass little pieces of plastic into them, to sit on them. Can you tell I'm frustrated? And this is not unusual. I know a lot of people who have been frustrated their first encounter. Once they have the desire to have contacts on a regular basis. And I know it'll get better. I am bound and determined to make this work, because I am not going back to glasses. Oh, I'm sorry, Chrissy. I hope you feel better, hon. I did get to catch your interview on Facebook, though. That was interesting. You did a really good job. So anyway, that being what it is, yeah. And I keep my fingernails tight. I don't really have to worry about that. And you know what? I've seen a lot of videos about some tweezers that have the big rubber nubs on them. They're made for contacts, where people just pinch the bottom of the contact and then bring it out. I'm getting me some of those, but those damn things won't be in stock until mid-May. And then they've got the little cups that allow you to, or help you put it on. I need that too, because something about my fingers are not contact compatible. The only way. Oh, shingles inoculations. Oh, yeah. Is that mandatory in Canada? That'd be fun to hear. SpongeBob is now Japanese. I think I'm turning Japanese. I really think so. Welcome to the show, my friend. Welcome to the show. We are talking about contacts, and actually, I'm done talking about contacts. We can talk about whatever you guys want to. While I've got you here, get yourself a nerd dart. It's funny you say that. My boy, who just moved into a new place, maybe 25 minutes east of us, has found dozens of those things on that property. It's like they had wars, and it was that could not have been better timed. Claire. Well done. The vapors. I have the vapors. Oh, okay. I'll call you Mr. SquarePants. No problem. SpongeBob is now Japanese. That's interesting. I gotta go check out your channel real fast. Oh, speaking of which, how many of you guys have noticed that my channel reviews and shout outs on Wednesdays have gone more toward everyday interviews or video guests than they do channel reviews? I want to poll this. I'm going to try to remember to make this the question, and I'll pin it down below. But if that doesn't appeal to you, I'm going to tell you in a minute why I have kind of a change of heart. Yeah, I bet you don't, Jared. I bet you don't. But let's see. I'm going to read the chat here for a minute. The name is in my paw. I actually like that view of SpongeBob. So I don't know what you're talking about, of course. No, I volunteered. My mom and aunt really had bad shingles. Oh, and this is supposed to keep it suppressed. I'm at that age. Yeah, I am too, Chrissy. I am too. But if I get the shingles, inoculation helps to lessen the breakout. Yes, that is absolutely supposed to be true, and I hope it works for you, huh? I really do. I don't know that I'm going to go down that road because we have the option. But for now, let me finish what I was saying first. The channel reviews and shout outs, they went over well at first, but now it seems like people just want to come on and talk. And that's okay, because that's what this show is geared toward. For those of you watching it not live, remember, that's what this show is geared toward, giving anyone a platform to talk about whatever they want to. And it's usually about themselves. I'll ask questions about themselves. It could be about a special project, could be a personal project, could be anything like that. I want to give them the opportunity to have, the chance to voice, and then of course use that as a piece of content, because when you visit a live show and you get to talk, people get to know you better than they will when they're on your channel, unless you're doing what I'm doing, because apparently I'm a friggin' open book. Well, having said that, who wants to go and on a tour of Australia? Because it appears that we are on a tour of Australia. Is that right, Brad?
Yes.
We're on a walk, aren't we?
We are. I just wandered out of work, so I thought I'd call in and say hello.
I love it. The only thing to make it better would be a liquid lunch.
Don't tempt me. I saw Wisco was on yesterday, so I thought I'd better get that one back that he got up on.
Oh yeah, you gotta catch up with him.
yeah, but I don't think that's possible. I think he's just got a permanent booking.
Well, I think Ed is still the front runner, but Wisco and David, the producer, are tight seconds, very tight seconds.
Now, obviously, I can't see chat, so I'm just using the straight Zoom app. So whatever's going on, I'll get back to whoever it is later. Wisco.
Oh, okay, yeah, Wisco, stop saying that about him. Oh, I have the power now.
So what I want to do, I just wanted to walk outside, obviously, and just show you how Darwin, basically, it's Friday, almost lunchtime here.
Yeah, that's cool. I'm going to take you full screen here and let you show us around there, Brad.
Right,
this is Brad from Drunk Kings in Darwin. If you guys didn't already know, I know most of you in the chat do.
Let me flip the camera. I'll show you how busy this main street is. Hang on a second.
All right.
Oh, hang on. There's a car. Oh, look
out. It's like Iowa. Corn. Hey, look, a tree.
Yeah.
Oh, very nice.
Let me flip back. Yeah, it's pretty. it's very quiet, and especially like I said yesterday to you and everyone. Yesterday was Anzac Day, so it was basically a public holiday all through Australia, and a lot of people have taken now that extra day off, because obviously we had Easter at the start of the week, so sort of turned it into a long a holiday / long weekend today, because I got to work this morning and the car park I normally can't park in was just empty. So.
Oh, wow. Well, tell the folks what that day means down under?
Yeah, it's basically a commemoration of the wars. That's and Australia and New Zealand Anzac Corps or something like that. I can't remember exactly off the top of my head. So,
Uh-huh.
but
Very
that's
cool.
basically what that was yesterday.
Very cool. Very cool.
Just walking through a hotel area. I'll take you guys down. I'll take you for a wander down the beach.
Cool. What so what are you doing there? I know you're in there for a relatively short amount of time. You're going back soon, but what kind of project do they have you on if it's not top secret?
So what we moved up here for was basically my wife's work. She got a promotion with her job to run the state or the territory as it is. So we moved up here. So that was basically a Monday afternoon text message from her saying, "Hey, they've just offered me this. What do you think?" And by Wednesday, we were basically, I was having to quit my job and a few other bits and pieces, and we moved up here 1st of July last year.
Wow. And that was just last year, you say?
Yeah, so last year. So we're up here for 2 years. So we got, what's that, about 13 months to go, 14 months to go kind of thing.
Oh, okay. So a little more of a year. Well, that's cool. It looks beautiful though, man. That's you get palm trees and
this is basically, like I keep telling you, this is the weather every day up here pretty much. It's as you can see, there's not a lot of clouds going along. Sorry if I'm getting glare and stuff. I'm not really paying attention. But yeah, this is basically the weather. I mean, this is what it's like. This is my work gear.
Oh, nice. Yeah, that's my favorite work gear, man. Casual.
I tried wearing pants the first month or so up here and just gave up. It's just too hot.
I don't blame you. Oh, hey, we got Germany Travel Personal Guide in the chat. We have viewed this. Tony's in. And
hello, guys.
Mike Dirt Digest Magazine. Awesome. Welcome, guys. Welcome. Yeah, we're taking a tour of Australia. If you caught us late.
so I flipped the camera.
Oh, at least a piece of it.
Hang on. Sorry, give me a sec.
That's okay.
Had a notification pop up. So there's.
Look at that. Wow, that's beautiful, man.
So that's Darwin Harbour. So I think, from memory, I'm kind of facing southwest a little bit. I still haven't worked out my compass bearings. So that is pretty much Darwin Harbour.
Uh-huh.
There's a beach. Well, not really a beach, but there's a spot down there. No, you got the most greenest water and beaches up here, but no one ever goes in the water.
Oh, really? Why?
Well, I think I've told you about the crocodile to human population ratio up here.
Yeah, you did.
Yeah.
Are those mangoes? Are those mangoes in the water?
Yeah, I think so.
Oh, okay. Cool. Very cool.
So it looks like tide's coming in at the moment as well. Yeah, so that's why a lot of people don't really go into water, because the crocs tend to win.
Yeah, I bet they do. Damn crocs.
Kind of the way that I'm facing now, I'm not too sure if you know of the attack that happened here in Darwin, sort of around the time of Pearl Harbor.
I'm not actually.
Okay, so I think it was about a month or so after Pearl Harbor, the Japanese came and bombed Darwin.
Mm-hmm.
And the way that I'm facing you guys now is kind of the way that they came in. They kind of came in from that southwest angle and basically just bombed this place.
Oh, wow. Huh.
And over there is, I think, a bit of a Navy area as well. So there's a few Army, Navy, that sort of stuff up here.
Oh, yeah, a few bases.
Yeah. So the local airport is basically the local airport is really the RAF base up here, which is kind of cool because we can see the airport and we get a lot of we see all the jets coming in and that sort of stuff, your fighters and the helicopters and that sort of stuff. So it's kind of interesting for that. Every 2 years they have a big exercise up here called Pitch Black, I think it was.
Pitch Black.
Yeah, they
hang on just a minute, Brad. SpongeBob, I'm on every night at 10 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. So yeah, catch me there. Let's see, who was that?
11:30 Australian time.
Yeah, 11:30 a.m. Australia time. So good night to you, my friend. And Tony wants to see you fight a damn kangaroo.
Let me get one for you. Hang on.
You know, it would be hilarious if you actually like grabbed a koala, like there's one hanging in a tree, and start beating the crap out of that. There you go, Tony.
I got to get my kangaroo back from the shop. Actually, I'm just getting its shoes replaced, so I'll bring it out next time.
Oh man! Now we all know that they're not everywhere. Are there many in your area at all, or nearby?
Look, they probably would come out at night time more than anything.
Oh, really? Roos are nocturnal? I didn't even know that.
Well, I mean, obviously the city during the day, they get spooked probably by the cars and people wandering around. They probably would come out at night, but I don't see many of them sort of in town.
Oh yeah.
You know, maybe out in the outskirts a little bit more. You might see them, but not here directly in Darwin City.
Very cool. What about koalas? To ask the obvious question.
I haven't seen too many of them. I've seen a couple in obviously the park, the zoo, so to speak. What is it called? Anyway, well, I've seen them there, but
or nature preserve.
Yeah, that's it. Thank you.
Sure.
I've seen a bit of them there, but not so much. Once again, in the town, it's probably not the best place for them to be.
Chrissy wants to magnifish that bay. I can't blame her, man. You know, with battles that have happened there, and yeah. Do you see many boats out there? I noticed that there wasn't any boats when you panned.
No, I'm
What's up with that?
There probably is. They're probably out more in the out in the ocean side of things.
Oh, okay.
This is more the harbour part than what there is the ocean. So you probably we get where we are at home. We're at the back of the boat ramp there. We get a lot of the guy. You know, that boat ramp is constantly in use.
Oh yeah, yeah.
24/7. The car park's always got cars in there with people out. So
do you have any? Do you have any boat harbors over there around the ramp?
Boat.
You know where they'd.
Boat harbs.
You know where they can store them all in the water.
Yeah. You might have seen that in a couple of my videos. If you have a look at some of my videos, I do tend to fly over a lot of where
That's
they
right.
where they are stored. So that's close to home there.
Okay. I do remember that, as a matter of fact. Okay.
So I've just walked around to another spot.
You didn't throw that. Sound like you threw it in the water. Oh, cool. Now, what is that? Just a mini park? Oh, that's a commemorative park, isn't it?
Yeah.
Yeah. Very nice. Very nice. I should be taking this full. I'm sorry. There we go.
That's all right.
Oh, very cool. Yeah.
So that's from that.
Damn World War II. That's beautiful.
Oh, that's the bombing. That's from the bombing of Darwin.
Yeah,
so all those people were on the boat when the Japanese attacked.
Did they attacked the harbor, right? I mean, obviously there were more boats. Did only one go down? Is that what I'm hearing?
No, they were all parked close together, and they just walloped a lot of them.
Yeah. That was Pearl Harbor, all right there.
Yeah, and from what I understand with the history as well, someone saw it coming in on the radar, but thought it was some of the sort of the Allied planes flying back in, so didn't bother too much about it. Then all of a sudden, all hell broke loose.
Oh, that's the worst. False sense of security.
sure there's a plane up there. So yeah, that's kind of where I am, top end, middle of Australia.
Well, it's beautiful. I know you say it's hotter than hell, but it's absolutely beautiful. Let
It's
me.
actually not too bad. There's a slight breeze at the moment, so it's not too bad out here. But it's still just hot. We went to the wave pool yesterday in the afternoon, and I kind of a bit red at the moment.
Well, is there anywhere to swim? Is that where you're talking about? An ocean wade pool or?
No, it's a man-built, man-made
okay.
sort of wave pool thing in the middle of town. So we go there. We've got a pool at home as well, but yeah, we went to. I remember I was telling you the other week. We went to Dundee Beach, and the kids and the wife were sort of playing around in the water, and one of the locals wandered up and was like, "Oh, I wouldn't be in there if I was you." Like, oh, really? They're like, yeah, they're out there somewhere. So they very quickly got away from the water.
That's gotta suck.
Yeah.
You're enjoying it, and that has to happen. Oh well.
Yeah.
What you can do?
Yeah, but I'd rather pull them away than.
Oh yeah.
Sit
oh
there,
yeah.
that's for sure.
Well, they're gonna go for the kids first, right?
Not tourists, apparently.
Tourists?
Yeah, they throw them in first. That's
so
the starting point.
I guess pro tip: don't show up with black socks and sandals, or your alligator food, croc food.
Yeah, I mean, the amount of people that come through the airport wear their jackets and pants and all sorts of stuff, and they're going, you're not going to last long.
Yeah. What did Chrissy want me to ask you? Ask Drone Kings and Darwin what phase that moon looks like. She wonders if it's a half moon.
That's the sun.
That's the sun, Chrissy. I don't think you don't have the moon. Yeah, you don't have the moon out now, do you?
No. Probably okay. What you're looking at. There's just hang on, I'm trying to scan around. No, it's definitely the sun.
Okay.
No, I can't see the moon. You might have picked up a cloud or something.
And Bob Dip says that Crocs are great on the Barbie. Is that true?
I don't eat anything that can eat me.
That's actually a pretty good plan.
Or have a friend that can eat me.
Yeah, exactly. Well, aside from Jaws 3, I hear they don't hold grudges. Ooh, who remembers that show? This time, it's personal.
Stay away from that sort of stuff. Can you see there's a little boat coming in there? Can you see that?
Oh, I do. Yeah. Yep. I sure can.
Yeah, so it's probably coming back in.
I'll have to go. Keep it on there. I'm going to go full screen with it.
I'll try and hold.
Yeah, I can see it. Just a little skiff.
Yeah.
Cool.
The bigger ones are kind of sort of more around. There's another one coming out now.
So what is there a fishing industry out that way?
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
Oh yeah. It's Wisco would fit in. It's all beer and fishing up here.
Mm. Oh man, if it was just cheese instead of fishing, Wisco would be down there.
And he wouldn't look out of place in those shirts either.
No, he wouldn't.
Yeah, fishing is really big up here. Like I said, the boat ramp behind us, once it goes long weekend or weekend in general, even public holidays during the week, it's just, there's just people going into our one.
Wow. Good commercial fishing, right? As well?
No, just people just go. Yeah. I think there's a bit of that going on.
Oh, okay.
Definitely a lot of the locals.
Very nice.
I'm not sure if I can go any further. No, that's probably it. So actually, I wonder if I can shoot back. So this is where in the northern end of Darwin City here.
Mm-hmm.
So the main sort of business district, I guess you'd call it, might be able to see between, sort of down around that way.
Looks like you've got that Florida blade grass there too, near the shore.
Yeah.
Yeah, that sawgrass, the stuff that doesn't grow that fast.
Yeah, and it lasts during the heat.
Oh yeah, and it always looks like a golf course.
Yeah. So that's kind of the route. So Darwin City sort of main is sort of a bit south.
Oh, okay. Cool. Yeah, I keep forgetting
So
that
yeah,
the sun for you travels over the northern sky.
yes,
Yeah, ours hangs down on the south side.
yeah.
South side.
But but it's funny, like the heat difference between here and Brisbane is just totally different.
Really? Is it
Yeah.
what's the latitude difference? I mean, is it they're not on the same place?
Uh,
I'm too lazy to open up a map of Australia. I should though.
I think we're slightly higher in Darwin, but yeah, there's just a big heat difference.
Ah, yeah, yeah.
I'm not I'm not sure if Ari's in the chat at all.
Who?
Ari, remote pilots.
Oh no, I don't think so. Not unless he's lurking.
Okay. Yeah, he would have piped in. So there you go. So I'm not sure if anyone else is going to call in, but yeah, I just want to just call in for 5 or 10 minutes and just show you guys a bit of, you've seen the inside of my place. I thought I'd take you out and just show you around.
Yeah. Well, no,
Let you see
that's
something different.
yeah, that's absolutely cool. I mean, how many of now Australia's on my bucket list for travel areas. So,
Yeah.
hey, Pusa Studios, how you doing? Oh yeah, he says he can't touch his eyes without going into convulsions. So no contacts for Pusa. I'm guessing this is Andrew.
You better put your sunglasses on then we're outside.
Yeah, and see that's another thing. With glasses, I so missed sunglasses because I'm kind of a collector. This is a set of Oakleys. Yeah, I know you probably can't see a whole lot of it, Brad, but
I'm
this
struggling.
yeah, this whole time I've been missing out on my my sunglasses, and it pisses me off. That's another good thing about contacts. You don't wear glasses, do you, Brad?
Sometimes.
Oh, do
Just
you?
at the computer and stuff like that I do.
Oh, okay. That's probably smart too. That's probably smart. Well, like I said, man, it's great. It's great to actually take a little tour like that. Because, like I said, even though it's on my bucket list, who knows when I'm going to get to it. I see Darwin. You're right on the north, well, almost on the north tip.
Yeah.
Yeah.
North Middle.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
So Snowy's over in WA. Snowy Range, he's over in WA, which is, if you look at the map to the left, and Brisbane's obviously to the right.
How far down? Let's see. Yeah, I don't see it, but it's not on the other side. I mean, not the other side, but on
it'd be in Queensland.
Oh, okay, okay, cool.
Yeah,
cool. Yeah, that's awesome, dude. That is awesome. Oh, that you got a national park, just up and around on that peninsula.
Yeah, so Kakadu.
Yeah.
Kakadu is a very interesting place to go into. We've been there quite a fair bit and done quite a few road trips out to Kakadu, Jabiru. We've done a few 900k day road trips, just going out driving and turning around and coming back home again in a day.
Is that like a take a gas trip, one take trip, that sort of thing?
We're going close once we sort of start to get back.
Very nice, very nice. Well, it's like anything else. I keep telling the wife, there's so much to see in our home country that we've got to take advantage of that while we're still kicking.
Yeah.
And it sounds like you're doing it. I mean, we've been all over the country, but there are just so many things to see and do in every country. Yeah. Getting out of the country is nice, but there's so much to be said about the others. Dundee Beach.
Yeah. So that's over to the west of us. That's about an hour's drive.
Oh, is it? Okay. That gives me a good scale. Yeah, I'm gonna have to. Wow, that's an hour's drive. Okay. You're doing
about 100 and you're doing about 110, 120k an hour to do that hour drive. So there's a few spots here where the speed limit changes to 130.
What does that translate in miles per hour? So I don't have to look that up.
70, I think it is.
Oh, okay. Yeah, that's our national highway system, 70 miles an hour. Yeah.
70, 80, I can't remember exactly. But yeah, for us, our normal speed limit's sort of around that 100, 110. Just up here, actually in some spots up here, it's unlimited.
Oh, wow. Like an Autobahn. Hey, that's interesting. Do your speedometers, do they carry both? Kilometers and miles per hour?
No, K's. I think they used to back in the day, but I think
Yeah.
a lot of they do K's now.
Yeah, I think most of ours still do both. Well, because we refuse to to change.
Yeah, that's probably cheaper for the manufacturer then.
Yeah, exactly. Because most of our manufacturers do sell worldwide. Yeah. All right, well, dude, I'll let you go. I got Renter Grown on the line, but
Yeah.
always a pleasure talking to you. That's a hell of a big bay, man. That's cool. I'm fascinated now. Now I've got to learn more about Australia.
Well, you got 14 months to get here before I go back to Brisbane. Then you come see me in Brizzy.
Oh, okay, cool. Yeah. Well, it sounds like the weather's better there, so I may wait.
So, like I said, weather's always good here.
Yeah, always good and hot, right?
Yeah.
Oh, Tony wants to know if you're still on. Yes, he's still on.
Still on.
Is that guy still on? Well, all right, dude, get back to work, and you'll have to come back on.
That's fine.
Well, hey, you know that the panel's every Friday now.
But that's Saturday my time. Keep missing out on it.
Oh, that's right. Oh, sorry about that, man. Sorry how the world works.
That's all right. Move to Australia so you're in my time zone, eh?
Exactly. Then I'll be just doing Sunday through Thursday.
Yeah, that's all right. Suits me.
Oh, I bet. Well, I'll.
Your panel shows Saturday lunchtime-ish, which is obviously for me violin and basketball and other bits and pieces. So I'm out doing the chauffeuring for the kids.
Yeah. I don't blame you. They come first for sure. Well, I don't know. Maybe Monday or Wednesdays I might duplicate that panel show. Depends on how things go. I'm thinking of dropping the channel reviews because they just turn into interview shows or panels like they did last night.
No, I don't mind the reviews. I was hoping to actually call in yesterday and get on for the review, but I didn't get a chance, obviously. So,
yeah.
But
okay.
I like the reviews. It's like with Pooza's show. You know, you can get on and check out and get some tips and tricks from other people and be exposed to other channels as well. So I don't mind it.
Okay. Cool. Well, I might hang out with it, and if it turns into an interview, it turns into an interview. But yeah. Okay. Cool. All right, dude.
Play it as it lays.
Yep. Exactly. Well, enjoy the rest of your day.
Thanks, mate. I'm going to go back in there and check the chat. Better watch yourself, Whisker.
All right. Sounds good. We'll talk to you soon, Brett.
Ciao.
Bye. All right. Let's get Claire up here, shall we?
Hi.
Hello. How are you, sweetheart?
I'm all right. I know I'm really echoey. I'm sorry about that.
That's okay. You're not in prison, are you?
No, not yet.
Okay, good. Are you on a laptop?
No, actually, why? Why are you here? My dog wants to say hi.
Hello.
No, I'm on a desktop.
Oh, wait a minute. Keep him up there. Keep him up there. Full screen.
Oh, wait.
Oh, you ran off.
Here we go.
There we go. Oh, what a cute one.
He's a pain. He heard me talking and he was like, "You were talking to me?"
Oh, dogs. It's funny how much they know and how much they don't know.
He is just the worst.
Well, how are you, hon?
I'm doing okay, and I wanted to weigh in before I forget. I also like the channel reviews. I haven't had my channel reviewed by you yet.
Oh, okay.
But I want to, and my two-family homestead where I found you, I'm constantly trying to win the wheel and have them review mine on there.
On Pusa Studios?
But I enter in all the time.
Yeah. I've missed the wheel every time.
Yeah.
Myself, yes.
How did I find you? What were they doing that your name came up? I can't remember.
Sometimes he does it at random.
Okay.
Yeah, sometimes he just pulls like the lower third of the chat, if I remember correctly, and I just happen to be there because I can't shut my mouth, so and that includes my fingers, and I must have shown up on the lower third, and he popped me up, which was awesome. I love having my channel shouted out on Andrew's channel. It's fantastic. And I thought for sure, and thanks for your vote, by the way. I thought for sure that people would be clamoring to do that, to have their channels looked at, the way they clamor to have them, win on the wheel or, hey, shout me out. And because
Right.
people always come with that on the chat. But last night, I think I talked for about 20 minutes and then individuals just started popping on. So what are you going to do?
Yes.
But I will take your vote into consideration. I
So
enjoy
don't
doing it.
stop doing it until you do mine then.
Oh, fair enough. I'll just go ahead and do it. Like I told Brad, I said, look, if it turns into an interview because nobody's taken the opportunity, then it turns into an interview, right? Or another video calling. Yeah. So, and even Wisco says I never get up when Pusa does the wheel. My internet isn't fast enough. Apparently mine isn't either. And Mr. Bonehead here couldn't figure out the difference between gigs and megs last night. What a brain fart that was. Oh, it was all, you weren't here, but I'm like, no, it's gig, isn't it? And I was like, no, it's meg. Yeah, it's meg. But anyway, I can never get up there. And the only time that I ever came close, my son's channel came up.
Oh, wow.
He was in the chat with me, and of course he was at his house, and he won the wheel. And I was like, "Wow, unbelievable! What are the odds?"
What's your son's channel about?
It's Champworks Garage, and he does a lot of toy work. Like he's got an off-road Bronco that he takes wheeling, and he works on a lot of cars, especially for friends and family. He doesn't do it for a living, and he just makes a show about, or his channel about that.
Okay.
Yeah, it's pretty narrow, and it's pretty crowded, but he's coming up there. He's doing pretty well with it.
That's good. I'm trying to work more here in the next week or two, especially on like optimizing my tags and making sure I have interesting titles and thumbnails and all that good stuff. So
Sure. Always a good. Your name has an E on the end of it, doesn't it? Always a good plan.
yeah, it's a process though. I've already got content up, and now I have to go back through and try and maximize it and whatever. So
Yeah, and it all depends on your goals. Honestly, this sounds lazy, but I would be working a lot harder on mine if this weren't just such a hobby, and I didn't want it to take up too much of my time.
right.
But I just can't. I just can't find the time to do it.
Like, I don't do a ton of lives. I would like to schedule a live, but I would like a better quality camera, and I want to kind of soundproof this room a little bit. It's in the basement, so it's really echoey. I want to put down a rug and put up curtains and stuff like that to kind of mute everything a little bit.
Sure.
Before I do regular lives. But
sure. Well, that camera you're using now is not bad. That's your phone?
no, it's I bought it on Amazon for like $10. It's in 1080p. It's not fabulous, but it's okay. I just can't adjust it. And I would like it to be a little more clear, but it's fine right now.
Yeah.
But mainly the sound is what I'm more concerned about than anything.
Yeah. And it's we had this discussion last night. I don't know if you caught any of that, but Dole Whip Dad, who was on last night with and then David, the producer, and Jared Wisco Style, they jumped on as well. So it turned into a panel show. But anyway, we were talking about Dole Whip's dad. Dole Whip Dad just bought a house. He's been renting. So he and his wife, they just bought a house, and he's got an entire room that he gets to turn into a studio.
Oh, wow.
And I watched his video because he was, doing a tour of it. Here's my empty room that's going to be a studio. And I said, I said, make sure you throw some sound panels up there, dude. That way you'll tame those reflections, those echoes. And I would extend the same advice to you. And you don't have to go out and buy, $100, $200 panels to do it. You can literally go to a big box store, buy the compressed fiberglass sheets. They come in 2x4. And if you can't get there, you should be able to get them in an insulation shop. They're relatively cheap. You get like a box of, I can't remember how many come in, maybe 10. And then you go to Walmart or somewhere, you buy some fabric, and you literally use spray adhesive on that, put the fabric on, and then you tack them to the walls. You hang them any way you want to. They're pretty easy to figure out how to tack. And that will eliminate a lot of those reflections, especially, and I'm going to go into detail with this. I'm sorry, folks, because I did it last night. But especially if you do like 45 degrees on either side of where your mic's going to be and
Okay.
right in front of you. So, if you've got a wall like, let's say 8 to 10 feet wide, have about 2 right in front of you and maybe a couple more toward the corners. And then those on the side walls, I'm gonna have to do this. On the side walls, have them about 45 degrees away from you there, because that's where the sound will travel from your voice and start reflecting first. So there you go.
Okay.
No charge.
I have some like really, really, really cheap, minimally effective soundproofing experience. Whenever I was living in Florida, my now ex-boyfriend, we had an extra room in our house, and he was like, I need to put a punk band in it. And so I was like, I really don't want to do that. And he was like, well, I'm going to do it anyway because I pay half the rent. So I was like, whatever,
Nice.
dude. We had plaster walls and terrazzo floors.
Mm.
And so it echoed so bad. It rattled the windows. And they were just a 3-piece band. They had their lead guitar, a bassist, and my ex was the drummer. And it's not like he had an electric set where he could adjust it or anything. Like, he literally, like, we threw pillows in the bass drums and everything. Like,
Oh yeah, yeah.
What we did to soundproof that place, it may not have been plaster walls. It may have been drywall. I can't remember.
Mm-hmm.
But
They have the same effect.
We all worked in a restaurant together, and we were various points in management. I was a trainer, and then one of them was kitchen manager, the other one was a key manager, and then we had just a line cook. And then, so most of us were there when we would unload the truck for the restaurant. So we saved all of the boxes for weeks and weeks and weeks. And we would take a box and collapse it all the way down and staple gun it to the wall.
Just standard cardboard boxes?
Just straight to the wall. Oh yeah, just collapsed corrugated cardboard. And we did probably 2 inches or so of that. And then we went out and we had a discount building supply place. And we went out and bought a roll of carpet foam and put on top of that. And we covered the window, we covered the closet, with the carpet foam, they even covered the door and just cut an L-shaped slit in it to get in and out. And it worked really well.
Yeah.
I mean, it draped off the ceiling and it looked god-awful, but it made their music videos, if you put them black and white in the little vignette or whatever, it looked really metal.
Really?
So that's what we did, and
cool.
It worked relatively well.
And it was
really cheap. I think all we paid for was the carpet foam, and we got enough to cover that entire room, which was probably 10 by 10 by 8.
Mm-hmm. It's a small practice room.
Oh, yes, it is. That's why it was the spare room and not the master. But we had enough carpet foam to cover all of that. I think we only paid like $120 for the carpet foam.
Oh, that's cool.
A steal.
Yeah, that stuff is cheap, and it does work well. I've heard people throw up like horse blankets, the moving blankets. Mm-hmm. Yep, they've used that. In fact, I can't tell you how many radio stations I've been to who use shag carpeting as their wall soundproofing material. I'm like,
so dusty and gross.
Oh God, it looks horrible too. And it's like, who advised you to use that?
Who advised you to need to vacuum the wall?
Oh yeah. Well, the studio that I built downtown Indianapolis, it was all drywall, right? And it had business carpet, which is that really tight stuff. And they came in squares. I think it was 24 by 24 squares. Mm-hmm. What I did was I took that same type of panel that I told you about. These had beveled edges, and I took speaker feet, which are just rubber feet, about 3/4 of an inch tall, and I anchored those to the walls with these little plates that had hooks sticking out of them, little metal plates, and they couldn't have been 2x3, and they
Okay.
had small hooks like construction plates where you butt join a couple pieces of wood, and then I was able to just those fiberglass panels just stick them on there, and having it off the wall a little bit changed everything in that you get a double reflection damping, and I only had let's see, of the 2x4 panels, 2 foot by 4 foot panels, I only had about 8 of those in there. And when you walked in there, you could suddenly hear the blood rushing in your head. You know what I mean? It was that kind of treatment, and it worked out so well, so
That's
well.
good.
Yeah. So that's why I advocate those fiberglass panels. It's dirt cheap. And like I said, you can cover it in any material you want to. If you go to an acoustic panel shop, they're going to cost you $100 to $200 a piece for a
Yeah.
2 foot by 4 foot. But you can get a whole bundle of those for, I don't know, what I spend, like 40, $50, something like that. And then you get
See,
some
that's
cheap.
dirt cheap to you. 40, $50 is my grocery bill per week.
Yeah. Well, it is for us now too, but well, I'm just saying, you save up a couple $100 and you can have a damn nice studio. Damn
Yeah.
nice studio. And even for you doing what you're doing, because you're going to have a tough time with those cinder blocks. I'm here to tell you,
Yeah.
that's a lot worse than drywall.
I know. And we have a poured concrete floor that, yeah.
Oh, poured concrete floor too. Yeah, you're gonna need carpet and padding.
Yep. But we're talking about moving in August, so I'm thinking a rug, and I've got a tapestry for the wall,
Hmm.
and some curtains. Matthew works for a window covering company.
Oh, cool.
I used to work there too, but
Yeah.
I
Yep.
gave that up. I actually got him my job, and then I quit. But I'm hoping that that'll knock it down to a tolerable level.
Yeah.
I don't want to spend a lot of money on it when I'm about to move, and the same things that I would use here would not necessarily be applicable wherever I move to.
Yeah.
We may even be moving soon.
You may be moving what?
We may even be moving states.
Oh, wow. Okay. Well, the sound panels you can take with you, and
Yeah.
and even the carpet if you didn't, if you didn't hard attach it, which is kind of tough in concrete anyway.
Yeah.
Yeah, the window treatments you could take, and what you could do is you could, if he has access to very large drapery.
Oh, absolutely. I
Yeah.
have some large panels that are floor to ceiling panels.
Yeah. Well, you see, you could literally line it with that off of the wall, not on the wall, and that'll take care of a lot of it as well.
That would be a good idea. I haven't
Mhm.
thought about that.
Yep.
I need to get a traverse rod because I've got the 1 1/4 inch drapery hooks that come with it, and it's like a 3-finger pleat at the top. So that wouldn't be bad.
Yeah.
And they're not god awful looking.
No, huh? In fact,
Somebody decided they didn't want it, or they cut it wrong, or something like that.
get the seconds for sure. That way you could actually change up your backdrop.
Yeah. That's not a bad idea.
Yeah, you can pin things
Not a
to
bad
it.
idea.
Yep. You could even pin up a small chartreuse for green screen if you wanted to.
Yeah, maybe. I don't get into that part of it.
Uh-huh.
I already my main focus is always my uploads because I upload Monday, Wednesday, and Friday, and I try to get at least like a 8-minute video up.
Mm-hmm.
And like this past week, I wrote it, I filmed it, I edited it, and I uploaded it, and it was 8 minutes 30-something seconds. And it took me like 3 hours to write, film, edit, and upload it. It was ridiculous. So I spend a ton of time on it already, and I don't know how much. Because I would love for my boyfriend to come and do this with me, but that's not happening either. So
No, he has no interest.
not really. He hates people a lot, and
He hates people a lot.
he's painfully introverted. He just doesn't have time for people.
Sure.
I talk to everybody way too long. So,
You two know no strangers.
well, yeah, but I don't know. I haven't decided what I'm gonna do yet. I don't know where I'm going with this anymore. I don't know, especially if we move and we're starting over and everything. Like it's just dumb. Everything's dumb. I'm very pessimistic today, if you can't tell.
Can tell. You got to look on the bright side. It's something new, something different. It's not the
No,
old
it's not.
ho
It's the
hum.
same thing.
Oh, well.
It's the same thing.
Hey, I'm just trying to help.
Indiana is the coolest place I've ever lived.
Really?
And yes, by far.
Where in Indiana did you live again? Did you tell me?
Lafayette.
Lafayette. Oh, okay. Oh, yeah. That's
West Lafayette. But
Yeah. Yeah. So you knew David Lee Roth?
I don't even know.
Or no, Axl Rose. What? You don't know who David Lee Roth is?
No.
The
why would I
original.
know that?
Why? Well, he's the original singer for Van Halen.
I feel like you are underestimating, number one, how young I am, and number two, how homeschooled I was. Like,
Oh,
I think you're underestimating me.
I must. I'm sorry. Well, anyway, David Lee Roth was actually from Bloomington, and Axl Rose, the original lead singer for Guns N'
Yes.
Roses.
I knew that.
Yeah, he was from Lafayette.
Yeah. My ex's mom, she lived in Lafayette forever, and then she lives in like Beach Grove area now.
Sure.
But she was in the same grade as him, and punched him in the mouth supposedly one day.
Nice.
Yeah.
Well, the way he acts on stage, he probably deserved it back then too.
Oh yeah. Supposedly there was some inappropriate contact. So.
Oh boy. Oh
Yeah.
boy. So it goes back much further. That's nice to know.
Yeah. Apparently she let him have it. I don't know how accurate that is because she thinks very highly of herself.
Oh well,
But-
there you go. There you go. Could
I don't know.
could just be coffee talk.
Yeah. So
So Indiana was the coolest place you've lived, and
absolutely, way better than Tennessee, way better than Florida. I love it here. If I had my choice, I wouldn't leave.
so you're still here.
Yeah.
Oh, okay, okay. Well, then we actually have a better chance of doing a coffee meetup or something than I thought.
Yeah.
Maybe before you
I only
go,
live like an hour and a half from you.
Mike Dirt Digest magazine, Roth. He was a country singer. I think they're just poking at us. But yeah, you're not too far. I've actually made several trips to Lafayette, but even more so the northwest side of Indy. And
Yeah.
that would probably be best, because it'd be equal
Yeah.
distance for both of us.
Well,
Well-
how much time do you spend in Broad Ripple?
I don't spend any time. Well, I can't say that because I was working at the Vogue for a while. Outside of that, hardly any at all.
Yeah.
Yeah, I mean, I'm too old for Broad Ripple.
Well, Broad Ripple's dying. It's out. Downtown is in.
Oh, really? Is that what it is? Okay, okay. I didn't know that. Of course, I'm not in the hip crowd.
It's just in the last year or so that Broad Ripple is dying off hard. It's really empty now.
Oh man.
And rent's so high, and it's cheaper to go downtown, down College Street.
Oh yeah, yeah.
So
Massachusetts.
A lot of people are doing that instead.
Yeah, there's a lot of stuff happening down on Massachusetts.
Mm-hmm.
That I do know. In fact,
So,
I used to have a business down on Massachusetts.
yeah.
Yeah, it was right above Stout Shoes. Do you know where that is? The oldest shoe store in the country. So they say. Yeah.
I was going to ask you if you had a shoe shop as a joke, but now I'm not.
No. Full disclosure, though, my first paying job, my first W-2 job, was as a shoe salesman at a standalone. Yeah, a standalone. This is something you never see anymore. A standalone Kinney shoe store on the south side of Indianapolis. And I got a whole crazy story about that one that involves the mob. Can you imagine the mob in shoes? Yeah. One of these
Which
days.
mom?
Huh? Oh, I don't know.
Which mom?
I wasn't a direct contact. I was. They just threw cash at me and told me to shut up. Because here I am, a 16-year-old kid. And just there to make a few bucks and stock some shelves. And yeah, that's a whole weird story. So we're talking about 1977, 78. Yeah, they don't have those standalone shoe stores anymore.
No, they really don't.
But this is the day before malls were like on every street corner.
Yeah.
Yep.
And they all look the same, and they all have the same fountain and everything. I think they just pump in the smell of fresh pretzels, whether they have an Annie's pretzels or not.
Yeah, or those damn chocolate chip cookies.
Yeah.
Oh
Every now
man.
and then you get a faint whiff of Cinnabon.
Yeah.
It's mind control.
Oh, it's marketing genius. What are you talking about? They know exactly what they're doing. Have you seen me do this a couple times tonight? Oh Jesus.
I haven't until I just saw you do it just now.
I'm trying to play it off because I still feel like I'm wearing glasses.
I can get that.
Do you wear
I
them?
asked you about Broad Ripple because there is a place, and the owner said last night, because that's where we went last night.
Oh,
I didn't
did
get
you?
back from Indy until I think I got home at 11:30, which
Oh,
is
man.
really late for me.
Yeah, on a Wednesday night.
Yeah. So I had to take my friend to Ivy Tech because she goes to the one in Lafayette, but she had to go to the one in Indy because her professor is there, or her old professor.
Yeah.
They're doing this whole thing, and she had to go to a meeting and whatever, and she won't drive on the interstate, and so she made me drive her to Indianapolis. So I did, and I had time to kill, so I went and visited some of my boyfriend's family, and we got her, and when she got back, and I got back, Ivy Tech was closed.
Oh.
So I got her, and I was like, I'm starving, and I know that there is a Cuban sandwich shop on Broad Ripple. We're going. And so and that's a carryover from Florida because I used to work at a Cuban restaurant in Florida, and I miss it. It's so good.
Yeah.
So I made her go, and she was really skeptical. She's going to be like, this is like a knockoff Mexican. And I was like, you shut your whore mouth. You don't know what you're talking about. And so we went, and I don't know if you've ever been to Taste of Havana on Broad Ripple.
No, but
amazing.
Apparently Mike Dirt Just Magazine knows of it because he just chatted Taste of Havana.
It is so good. I tell everybody to go there, and nobody goes. So he is actually supposedly moving in August or September to a new building down College Street, closer to downtown.
Cool.
And so I want to go back before they move again. So if we meet up, I'm gonna make you eat a Cuban sandwich.
That's fine with me as long as I'm down to my target weight, or I just have the innards. I am hell bent on hitting 190.
Yeah.
Yep.
I mean, you're so close.
I know, but I'm plateaued. Like the last 3 times I weighed myself was like 199. I'm getting tired of seeing the old Prince song in the scale.
What I haven't asked you.
Sure.
What flavor of weight loss are you doing?
It's didn't we have this discussion, or was it somebody else talking about lazy keto?
It wasn't me.
No, it wasn't you. It's kind of a lazy keto. I eat, I try to keep my carbs under 15 a day.
Okay.
I keep my fats under a certain amount, and my calories, I've literally limited my calories to less than 1,500 a day. And for the last week, I don't think I've broken 1,000, if you can believe that.
Okay.
Yeah. And it's not falling off like it should.
That is concerning,
Yeah. Oh well, it will. I'm waiting for that. I'm on that plateau right now. I'm going to hit that cliff, and it's just going to start falling off again. I'm sure of it.
Yeah.
You got to have confidence when you're depriving yourself.
I am larger than I've ever been, and it's concerning, but not enough that I have been willing to do anything about it.
Mm-hmm.
So at some point I will. I don't think I'm gonna do keto. but I might do like just a regular low carb. But I love carbs.
Oh, everybody loves carbs.
I don't know. I don't know.
You'd be amazed at the alternatives, even the low carb stuff. Like I'll have the occasional low carb tortilla, and that is just like a bread to me, right? It may not be thick and fluffy and all that, but it gives you that bread satisfaction, and you only net like 6 carbs.
Yeah.
So there are a lot of alternatives, and if you're a meat eater, I mean, you're golden, because that's one of the things that keep me going. I can eat just about any meat outside of poorly cooked ham that there is. I don't know why that is. I mean, even a good ham, if it's glazed.
I don't like it. I don't like sweet meat. I don't even like sweet barbecue sauce because I grew up on Memphis barbecue sauce.
Yeah.
And every time I go home, I buy a gallon of it from my favorite barbecue place, and it's runny and vinegary and savory. It's not sweet at all.
No, I want to taste the meat.
Yeah.
and a good rub is so much better than the liquid any day, as far as I'm concerned.
Yeah.
But yeah, you can do it if you just think about that, and you don't think about the carbs you used to eat, like the breads and pasta, pastas, and potatoes. Those are the big ones. I'm sorry, breads, pasta, potatoes, and corn products. Those 4 I just try to avoid, and then I don't buy them. I don't, out of sight, out of mind, so they don't sit in my refrigerator. And a little bit of counting, and you're good to go. Seriously.
Yeah. I already try to limit a lot of that. Mm-hmm. I say that as we had grilled cheese and macaroni for dinner, but that's because Matthew asked for it.
Tell me more about the grilled cheese.
I made tomato bisque to go with it too.
Oh, that's comfort food. Oh,
it is,
man.
and it's rainy and gross.
Yeah. That's my favorite rainy or nasty sloppy day kind of meal. Soup and sandwiches. Oh,
I just saw it. My Dirt Digest magazine, he said, back to the Cuban food, he said, new Cuban style, the original is from Tampa, Ybor. So the Cuban restaurant that I worked at when I lived in Florida was between Tampa and Orlando. We were about 45 minutes or so from Tampa.
Oh, okay.
And we actually were close enough that we got our Cuban bread, from an authentic Cuban bakery in Ybor City. We got it in a day.
Nice.
And it was baked in the palm leaves, and it was made with lard, and it was so good. And I wasn't in Lakeland. I was in Winter Haven, actually. But yeah. You know where I was. I lived in Dundee. I worked in Winter Haven. We were outside of Lakeland, So it was really good. It was called Havana's. It was on Cypress Gardens Road in Winter Haven. I don't even know if it's still there. But if you're ever in Winter Haven, go hit them up, because it's really good.
She's talking to you folks, because I'm not going to look them up right away. I know you're making me hungry too.
Oh, I know. I'm sorry.
That's okay. I'm actually good, and I've gotten really good at telling myself I'm not hungry until I talk to folks. Until I talk to folks on the show.
I've been like lately drinking water instead of eating, which has been good, and that's helped.
That is good.
But I'm not losing anything.
You know what you should do?
What?
You should try my Psy diet. Have we talked about that?
Mm-mm.
Oh yeah. The Psy diet, and I never got to try this. I leapt right back into my old habit of low carb. But the Psy diet that I created, trademark. Where's my trademark symbol? Works like this, Claire. Listen to this. What you do is, when you sit down, you eat slow. Anything you want, right? You eat slow, and the moment you take that deep breath, and or your fork hits the table, you know what I'm talking about. You've just had enough. Your body knows you've had enough, and you just go. And of course, you look at it and you go, "That's still friggin' tasty. I'm going to keep going." Don't.
I know. I do that.
I know. I do too. Don't. Learn to throw food away. I know that's one of the toughest things in the world to do, but learn to throw food away. But you get to enjoy it. If you know that you're going to quit when your body tells you to, and that's that sigh. I'm serious. I experience it every time, and I've watched people do it. So you're full, aren't you? I can point it out. But when you have that sigh, that relatively large breath, and you're contemplating finishing the rest of that plate, just don't, and enjoy the first part. When you start out, you'll go, oh, this is so good. This mac and cheese is so good. Okay, I've had enough. Boom, you push it away, throw it away, and you're done. If you did it on a regular basis and still drank that water, I bet the pounds would melt off. Am I selling this well enough?
I can justify it because we do compost.
Oh, there you go.
I could justify that. It's going to some kind of use. If anything, it's feeding the possum that's staying in my compost bin.
Tim Yawn says, yeah, feed the raccoons.
Yeah. So, my mom, when portion control became an idea back, or at least an idea for her in like the late 90s, what she would do is she would make her plate, and then she would take it, drink, fork, and everything, and go sit down and look at it really hard, and then get up and put half of it back, and then go back and eat that half. And then if she was still hungry after she ate and after she drank some water and stuff like that, she would go eat more, but she would make her entire plate, look at it, and then put half of it back, because she always said she ate with her eyes.
Interesting. I've never heard of that.
Yeah.
Did it work for her at all? Yeah.
That, and she started working out and everything. She lost over 100 pounds.
Oh, wow. Very cool.
Yeah.
Very cool.
Yeah. She was a one hot mama.
Well, the side diet is based on that same principle of portion control. It's just, it's more of a manual thing. So, right. Yeah. And your body will tell you when you're full. I just, I have full faith in that. And if, I meant to try it this time, but I was in a hurry to lose pounds and I didn't have time to experiment.
I was in a hurry, and then, because you worry about your beach body. And then I saw a meme that said, this beach is going to get whatever body I give it and like it. So I guess,
I've always looked at it this way. I no matter how I look on the beach, I know there's somebody who's going to look worse.
Right.
But I got to tell you, I don't lose weight because of the way I think people see me. I lose weight because when I get heavier than I should be, I just feel uncomfortable. Like,
yes.
You'll be sitting back in a chair and suddenly you've got sweat where you don't normally have sweat. And I'm like, this sucks. You know what I mean?
Yes.
And then when you lose the weight, it's like all of a sudden, you look down, you see your shoes. Believe me, I know what not being able to see your shoes is like. And it's like exhilarating. It's like, oh, I feel so much better. I feel like I have so much more energy. So it's not so much, not so much what people think. Because even at 190, I'm not where I should be. They probably would say I need to be around 160 for 5'9".
I need to lose at least 50 pounds to be back where I need to be. I worked really hard for like 5 solid hours outside, like go. And this is me who usually works a desk job. Like I sit for a living. I don't do things.
Yeah.
So I had to clean out rabbit cages, and I worked hard for like 4.5, 5 hours.
Mm-hmm.
And it was hot, sweaty work and everything. And I sat down and my knees were killing me. And I was talking to my friend about it, and she was like, oh, are you okay? Like, is there something wrong with you? And I was like, I'm carrying around an extra bag of cement. I'm carrying around an extra 50 pounds that my body was never created to tote around every day, every moment of every day. And so, like, it wasn't created to sustain this.
Right. It's tough on the joints. It's tough on a lot of things. Tough on the heart.
I'm 45 years old, and I'm popping ibuprofen and Tylenol like it's my full-time job.
Oh, that can't be good.
No. So,
Brad says, Drone Kings and Darwin, he says, that's how I feel as well. But an hour on the gym every day feels so good.
I would like to be able to go to the gym. I'm wanting to go to the YMCA.
Mhm.
You know, the YMCA is like almost $50 a month,
Good Lord. No, I didn't know that.
right?
That's
Like,
ridiculous.
I don't know who they think they are, but they're not all that.
It used to be free, I thought.
I don't know.
Unless you
but
remember, you get to go there on a limited basis for free. Huh.
you can go 3 times for free.
Oh, okay. Okay. So that's still in effect.
Right. But for a single person, it's like $40 or $45 a month. And then if you're a couple, it's only like $55 a month.
Oh, okay. Yeah. Yeah.
But you know, Matthew is dragging his feet, marrying me. I don't know why. I'm a delight. And so it's, you know, it'll happen at some point. I want to go swim. I want to take the classes. I want to do rock climbing. I want to do all the things.
Well, you know, what would be just as fun is to, and a lot cheaper is to, I don't know. You're in northern Indiana, so there isn't a whole lot of a lot of wooded scenery to you know, hike through. But there's
quite a bit,
is
especially
there?
a little bit south of here. There's about 30 minutes south of here. There's a state park. So.
Yeah, I mean, there's a lot to be said about that. Hell, take up gold panning. You want to lose some weight? That's a lot of work.
We'll see. I don't have time. When I say that, I don't make time for me to do things.
Yeah.
I
know. I'm the same way. And these guys keep talking about the gym. I honestly, if I had to pinpoint 2 or 3, my top 5 places that I hate to be, the gym would certainly fit in that.
Right. I don't want to do the equipment. I want to do the classes.
Yeah.
I like being
you're
in there with my girlfriends doing whatever.
Right, because you're gonna. Well, it stimulates your mind as well.
Yes.
Yeah. And
but
when
I'll do no yoga.
You will do no yoga? Is that what you said?
No.
I don't blame you. I don't know. That hot yoga is really making a splash.
I know, but like I don't want to be in there with a bunch of other sweaty women who don't believe in deodorant and don't shave. There can only be one, and it's me. Like, I don't want anybody else doing it.
Oh, I hear that. No, Mike Dirt. I'm just going to call you Mike. I'm not going panning Saturday. I've got too much to do, and I think I've already planned on perhaps hitting that NRA convention. So I may not. I mean, I don't. Did you know that the president's coming for that? He's a keynote. I thought I saw in an advertisement that Trump was a keynote and Pence was a featured speaker. Shocking.
You can go.
Well, I don't want to go for that. I just I'm a member because, you know, me and millions other fellow Americans are, because there's too many attacks on, and you know me. I'm a huge Second Amendment advocate, being a vet. And good.
I'm just not a advocate of our current administration. Is all.
Oh, you're not alone.
And it's for personal reasons.
Sure.
I pray for the man every day because he's in charge.
Oh yeah, so, yeah. We all want him to do a good job. I mean, I don't care who's in there. We want him to do a good job. And, our lives depend on it. Yeah, our lives depend on it. But yeah, I just I don't think I'm going to have time, Mike. Not going to have time this Saturday. I know Ed has invited me, but I can't.
I think Saturday, Matthew's, I'm going to say family member because they're very private people, and I don't want to say. But Matthew's going to have a family member come visit us potentially Saturday if they don't flake out, which is likely. But I spent all day today cleaning the spare room and getting all the junk out of it, and I Febrezed the hell out of it. And you know, I made the bed, and it's all cute. I staged it. There's a Bible in there. Like, I'm like a Gideon lady, you know, the little Gideon Bibles in the hotel. I felt like that. And then there's some poultry magazines. But
what'd you say? Poultry?
Yeah, poultry magazines.
Okay.
Yeah.
we're gonna pretend like I knew that existed.
But there's magazines for everything.
I know there is. I know
And if
there
you go to the Homesteaders of America conference, then they'll just throw them at you. So, anyway, I got it all set up and everything. But that's what is potentially happening Saturday and then early Sunday. And then it's the Indy 500 Sunday. And so then they're going to go back because they live in Speedway. So they're going to go back for that to sell parking in their yard.
Oh yeah. Like so many of those Hoosiers over there do.
They have a bunch of acreage, so like in town, it's really weird. They probably have almost 3 acres at least.
Wow. That's quite a spread in Speedway.
Oh yeah, if you're getting $20 a car, that's a lot of cars.
Oh yeah. Yeah, some people make half their salary just selling parking over there.
Mm-hmm. It's lucrative. They're not like super close either, but it's lucrative.
Yeah. Did they get anybody to camp out at their place? Because that can be pretty good bucks.
I don't know that they could. Where they are, I don't know that they can get anybody. Well.
Oh, above and beyond Global Drones. Yeah, he's right. 500 used to be such a big event all over the U.S. Wonder why the hype has died down. I'll tell you exactly why the hype has died down, Jim. And that was the split. That was the IndyCar split. Killed that racetrack. Well, as far as the IndyCars are concerned. When Penske grabbed his toys and went home crying, that's exactly what killed the Indianapolis 500 as far as what it is today and what it used to be. It's made a good deal of a comeback, but it was awful after that. Do you remember that, Claire? Not a motorsports fan. That's okay.
Well, no. So like we used to, and I don't remember it well, but I know that from like birth to 8 years old, we used to go to NASCAR parties almost every single weekend.
Well, when were you born?
We were a Jeff Gordon family.
When were you born?
You what?
When were you born?
1994.
That was the first year for the Brickyard.
So
I went there that year. I still have the Indianapolis Star paper, several copies of it, as a matter of fact. Jeff Gordon win.
Do you know what day it was?
Oh, what do you mean by day?
Like, well, you said you were there that day. Do you know when it was?
Well, it was Labor Day, or around Labor Day weekend.
Okay.
Shit, I
was trying to decide if I was born yet or not. If it was Labor Day, I was fresh.
Yeah, very fresh. Yeah, because what they wanted to do was Memorial Day for the 500. They wanted to, keep the same hype, so they made it near Labor Day.
Okay.
Yeah.
All right.
Yep.
So I was fresh, and then I remember being at a party when Dale Earnhardt Sr. died.
Oh wow.
I remember that. And everybody was just devastated.
Yeah.
And I didn't really understand because I was a wee tiny child. And then after Dale Earnhardt died, we didn't really have those. We didn't, because my godparents put them on, and they didn't really have parties anymore.
NASCAR parties.
That was their big man.
Yeah.
And so they grieved, and they just didn't have the parties anymore. And so, like after that, we still watched it, but not so religiously. And I had a lot of experience during that time going outside and playing and building forts and things on the weekends. So I wasn't watching the races as diligently. So, yeah, I don't know. And I don't keep up with it now because everybody that I used to watch and that I liked is retired.
Yeah. Tell me about it.
Now Matthew's parents are really into it still.
Into NASCAR.
They have an RV, they camp in the infield, they have passes, they go all over the country. They are way into
Oh, okay. Yeah. Review talk. Mike wants me to go back to contacts versus glasses. Do you wear contacts or glasses?
I wear reading glasses, but I've
Wow.
noticed, especially in the last year, that while I'm driving, I get the same kind of hazy from the edge, hard to focus in the middle headache right here.
Huh.
So my optometrist called me actually last week and was like, "Hey, you're late for your 1 year appointment." I'm like, "Hold on, I'm trying to get my hip situated. I got to get my insurance. Just give me a minute." So as soon as I get all that finished, I'm going to be going and seeing. They're probably going to up my prescription to where I wear them all the time.
Yeah. Are you thinking about going with glasses or contacts?
I will probably have some glasses
Mhm.
and get contacts.
Yeah.
I don't think that I want to wear glasses all the time, but I enjoy being able to use them as a fashion accessory when I want to. So I always get really cute ones.
Well, see, that's me in sunglasses.
Yeah.
Sunglasses are my fashion accessory. When you're doing prescription glasses, it gets pretty expensive to use those as a fashion accessory. Although they're getting cheaper. I mean, you can find a lot of places online cheaper. But well, actually, sunglasses are pretty expensive too when you're looking at the Oakleys and Ray-Ban lines.
I got my sunglasses at the Dollar Tree.
There you go. As long as they're blocking those UVs, what do you care, right?
Oh no, they're probably not. I think it's a sticker on some plastic.
A nice dark sticker. There you go.
It's fine. They're purple. They're really cute. They've got little geometric patterns on the side, and they're the big old huge ones.
Yeah.
And
80 style. 80s style. Bringing it back.
Oh yeah.
Well, there you go.
I don't want to keep you. I know I'm on here way later than you usually are, and I don't want to drag you out any longer. But
it is 11:30.
Say hi. I put on eyebrows for you and everything.
You did what?
I said I put on eyebrows for you and everything.
Well, thank you for that.
Yeah, I don't grow those. That's not my superpower.
Well, as long as you don't have Meg's superpower, which I think we're, nails she could grow on command.
Oh yeah, no.
Yeah.
I had the superpower of cutting my finger on a potato peeler, though.
Nice. Well done.
Bad day.
That's going to hurt you in battle, though.
It is. I lost like 3 HP.
Well, I don't care if we went long. It was fun conversation as always.
I appreciate it. I am gonna hop off here.
Okay.
You're not doing your little thing that you did. What is it called?
Oh, the deep dive? You want to do a quick deep dive?
Yes.
All right. All right, give me just a second here to
Let me just spring that on you real quick.
I have to corral the monkeys. Oh, as hard as I tried, they didn't write anything down. So okay, yeah, let's do this.
Let's do this accidental deep dive real quick. Sorry.
I'm always up for a deep dive. Let's get into it.
I'm sorry.
No, don't worry about it. Here we go.
Deep dive.
All right, I don't even have to tell you how it works. Paper, monkeys, bad host. Are you ready? How'd you like that? All right, let's get into it.
Question 1.
All right, Claire. Are you more into big parties or small gatherings?
Small gatherings.
Oh, very good. Very good. Well choice. I don't like big parties either. It's almost like you find cliques and it turns into a bunch of tiny parties, right? Yep. Good job. Next.
Question 2.
Just let me know if I'm rushing this.
You're fine.
Okay. Would you rather have new clothes or a new phone?
Ooh. At this point, new clothes. I just got a new phone.
Oh, well then I have to give it to you.
Yeah.
I had a clothing joke, but that's okay.
Oh.
Hey, we roll with the punches over here. You know how it goes.
I'm sorry. I keep ruining everything.
No, you're not ruining anything. That's the beautiful part about Deep Dive. You can't ruin any of this. You know what's the best thing about Deep Dive is when people start answering the questions in the chat. I love that. All right, here we go. What was that? Was that 3 or 2?
2, I think.
That was 2. Okay.
Question 3.
You like how organized I am with this?
You're doing good.
Let's see. Jogging or hiking?
Hiking.
Oh, I'm sorry. The couch was the answer to that one. Yeah,
I mean,
that was the obvious. Yeah, that was the obvious answer. I mean, who doesn't enjoy couch more than jogging or hiking? I know I do. I know I absolutely do.
Yeah.
Yep.
I like my couch pretty well. It
Yep.
was free.
I try to stay off of it though. I really do.
I know.
Okay. Oh, we're on 4.
Mm-hmm.
Question 4.
That's funny. I actually they actually wrote down a question, couch or recliner, and I can't ask you that. So ooh, this is a good one. Pasta or rice?
Pasta.
Oh no, the correct answer was meat. You knew that.
I make pasta from scratch though. It's my favorite.
Oh, I know. I love pasta too. But
I made homemade lasagna noodles the other day.
I'm trying
I
to talk.
wanted lasagna so bad. I made cheese and sauce and pasta all from scratch.
Killing me over
Just
here.
so I could have lasagna.
You are killing me. You are just absolutely killing me over here. That's okay. I'll get over it. I'll have some pepperonis when I get off here and smile.
Yes.
That was 4, wasn't it?
Yes.
Oh, okay. Let's.
Final question.
Ooh, now's where it gets scary, right? Not really. This is a character question. Money or free time? Which do you prefer?
Free time.
Oh, you're a person of good character. Well done.
Money's nice, but like I don't even get a paycheck. I get an allowance.
Yeah, and well, the shallow among us will always choose money, and it depends on what day you ask me. Oh, I should ask you a pet question. What was I thinking? Pasta.
This thing right here is like driving me crazy.
He or she?
But he wears a pink collar because he's secure in his masculinity.
Well, of course he is. He's adorable.
His masculinity is dangling all over the place. We're about to have to get that cut off.
Okay, TMI. All right, I'm putting up. Where's that delay button? Oh, well, it was fun. I had fun. You have fun?
I had fun. I appreciate you letting me overstay my welcome. It's my favorite thing to do.
I don't think you can. So, so we'll have to have you back on. And actually, next time you want to hit that Havana place in about a month. I'm game.
Okay.
Because that's when I'm just forecasting, but that's when I'm thinking I'm going to be able to introduce a little bit of pasta and bread back in my diet. So,
okay.
No,
Just let me know whenever that is. I'll drive up because we've always got a reason to go. Always.
Cool. And it sounds like you can't resist it anyway.
It's so good. It's so good.
I believe you. And I can't wait to find out. There's a Thai place in Broad Ripple I enjoy too.
Is there?
Yeah.
I do like Thai.
Yeah. Love Thai food. Love Thai. Love Chinese.
Yep.
I'm actually off diet. I'm a carb slut. Believe me. So.
Oh yeah.
Mm-hmm. All right, Claire.
I love homemade bread. That's my big.
You can stop now.
Like...
You can just stop right there.
I'm sorry.
That's okay.
I forget about it.
That's okay. I'm going to enjoy my pepperoni.
Are you baking them or are you eating them raw?
Oh, I eat them raw.
You need to take some and put them on the cookie sheet and bake them. It
Yeah.
doesn't take very long, and then they're like crackers or chips, and they are so good.
Yeah, you can actually microwave them at that point too. If you do it
Yeah.
right, you got to get it just at the right moment. So you got to know how many you're putting on there and how long you're going to microwave it. They'll turn into nice little chips as well. But I dig them raw. I really do. Cold and
They're
raw.
nice raw.
Yeah. Yeah.
Okay.
Sometimes with some cheese to go along with them.
Yes.
Yep.
You need to get to find some low carb lunch meat because some of that stuff with all the fillers is pretty high carb. But
Yep.
get you some low carb lunch meat and cheese and do your the little roll ups.
Oh yeah.
Those are amazing.
I do that already.
I do that just when I don't feel like getting the bread and the mayonnaise down.
Yeah. Well, you become very inventive when you're doing this sort of thing. So thanks for the tips.
Have a good night, okay?
All right, you too, hon. We'll talk soon.
All right.
All right,
bye.
take care. Another show in the books, folks. Another show in the books. I hope you guys have had as much fun as I did. Two great guests. I can't believe we got to go on a small tour of Darwin. That was awesome. And of course, Claire, she's a great gal. She's always fun to have on the show. And I look forward to having her back again and having coffee with her. In fact, tomorrow I'm meeting up with Tim Yance. We're going to have some coffee. Did I forget anybody in the chat? I am terribly sorry if I did, but you'll understand, I'm sure. Hey guys, thanks for being here. Thanks all you folks in the chat. I know you guys had some great conversations going. I was trying to keep up on them as well as I can. It's not easy. Thanks to my guests again, but that's going to do it for me. It's late on a Thursday, 11:41, and that's a wrap right there. So I'll leave you with this. Make sure you treat others the way you want to be treated. If everyone did that, this world would be such a better place. For now, I'm going to call it a night. Thanks again, and we will see you live.